Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to yet another phenomenal episode on which we're going to learn something really valuable in a fun way. Yeah. Okay, today's topic is about a support system and why it is critical for success. I think for me, a system is non negotiable, not just critical. And I'm going to explain to you why and why you need to create one of your own. Don't worry, I will give you the breakdown on how you can go about doing that as well. Okay, so the very first part is to understand that man is not an island. It is true, we are built to help each other. What I am good at, you're probably not that good at, but what you're brilliant at, I'm probably not good at all. And that's why it makes you and me perfect for each other to work with each other, collaborate, help, and move forward. Speaking about a support system, what exactly is it? It's essentially a combination of, or a network of resources, people. Okay, it could be tools, resources and people as well, that you can rely on for you to progress in your life. And not just only when, okay, I need help with this, or I just want to confide in someone, or I just need advice. No, this is especially in difficult times and in times of daily functioning as well. That's how critical a support system is. Now, the kind of people that may be a part of this network for you will be your teachers, your gurus, including your personal instructors, your yoga teachers, anyone you consult for health. Why? Because this is a holistic support system, right? It naturally includes your accountability partner, or maybe your colleagues, family members, those who are well wishers, who can bring to you resources in your time of need. Now, what you need to remember is this: not everyone in your support system will be at the same level. And that's a good thing. Why? Because that kind of helps you understand where do I need to go, who do I need to go to when I am stuck at that particular level. So you get to choose, you get to build a particular system that is specifically customized for your needs only. The same support system or similar support system might work differently for someone else, which means what? Bottom line, it's your responsibility to build this network. It comes down to your needs, your wants, your wishes, your goals, your dreams that will dictate what kind of a support system you need at what level in your life. Now, why do we need this one? One of the most primary reasons for me is the simplest one. When we face difficulties in life, we always want someone by our side, isn't it? It's not that you cannot face the problem by yourself. You can even solve the problem by yourself sometimes. But it always helps to have someone, knowing that someone has my back, knowing that I can turn to this person in my time of need. That is reassuring and courage giving, isn't it? And I feel, especially in times of a lot of stress, a lot of negativity, maybe when we are facing a trauma, going through one of the most difficult phases of our life, we tend to lose our bearings sometimes, meaning our rational thinking gets put off. Why? Because we are emotional, right? And when we are emotional, we are very likely to make stupid decisions, aren't we? Right? In an emotionally charged state, we may not be taking the best decision for our own progress. And that's why we need an objective perspective, someone who is outside of us, who can see the picture from outside and tell us, hey, you know what? I understand you're in pain, or I understand you're hurt, or you're angry, but this is not a good call for you. And that is why that support system becomes increasingly important. The higher you rise in life, the bigger the challenges you face, the more the need for a support system. Because no man will ever succeed, no man or woman will ever succeed by themselves. It always takes a village to raise a child. I love this quote. Yeah, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a world to make a champion. So you've got to design this world so that, another benefit, by the way, of having a support system, you don't repeat your patterns. What do I mean by that? We have a certain way of thinking, right? We are wired in a certain way, right? Neurons wiring and firing. And we tend to think in the same way no matter what that problem is in front of us. But we don't realize that we are thinking in the same way like we did before. What we did earlier may have worked for us. Maybe this time it's not the best way to go. And that is where, when there is somebody else from your support system breaking, okay, this thought process and saying, you know what, your way is going to take longer, it's going to be excruciatingly painful, maybe this is the way that you can go. And then a bulb goes on inside your head and you say, hey, you know what, thank you for saving me years, right? This is where your coaches, trainers, gurus, teachers come very, very handy, very important role for them to play. So these are some of the reasons why having a support system is extremely important. Another thing which I feel a support system performs as a function, and this I think should be the foundation function for everybody, that needs to be met. You need to have this need fulfilled, and that need is that of an accountability system. What is an accountability system? Have you noticed your behavior is different when no one is watching? Okay, I'm not saying you turn into a criminal, okay? But you do realize what I'm saying, right? You tend to get a little lazier. Or you tend to just do like, okay, fine, nobody's watching, nobody will know. I'll just do this way and let it go. But human beings are built like that. Okay, it doesn't make you a bad person. It just makes you a better performer when someone is watching over you. And that's how it works for most people. Okay, which is why accountability is essential. And one of the critical functions of a support system is holding you accountable. It's like this: when I know, like, even if someone doesn't pull my collar up and ask me questions every day, did you do your daily to do list today? Did you do this? Did you achieve this? They don't need to. But if I know that I'm being watched by someone I respect, someone I aspire to be like, or someone I admire, and I know they're watching over me, like they're my mentor, they're my guru in some way, then I know that I will do beyond my level best. And I know that this is true for you too. So that is one level of accountability. The other level of accountability that beautifully shines in a support system is someone who is walking alongside you with that one common goal of having you succeed. Someone that you have chosen, you have appointed as your accountability partner with a chadi, means a stick. Yeah. Someone who will ask you, did you do this? Someone who will ensure that you deliver the promises that you have made. Someone who will make sure that you do not perform less than your capacity. And someone who will always have your back in times of need. Now, this someone can be one person or it can be many different people. That's the beauty of having a great support system. Anyone who has achieved any goals beyond their own selves or beyond their lives, anyone who has touched more than themselves, like, their own network of people, but gone beyond, like the number of lives that we get to touch, we have the honor of empowering so many people. We can't do this on our own. We've got people that we can fall back on, people that we choose to fall back on. And the way for you to do this, for you to find it, is this very first step: do your due diligence before you include anyone in your network to support you. What do I mean by due diligence? Ensure they are invested in your success. They are signing up for your progress, not because they want to leech resources out of you. Yes, there are people like that as well, right? So be very careful. Once you find them trustworthy, offer them that role of being a part of your support system. Ask if they are willing to sign up for it. And if they say, I would love to, yeah, I would love to contribute to your success in any way that I can. And then they bring all their knowledge, all their wisdom, all their power, all their strengths and resources to help you succeed. Imagine how much faster you will rise, right? Yeah, that's the second part. The third part is when you are building this entire support system, give them clarity about what their role is. Each person in your network needs to know what he or she stands for, what role they are playing for you, so that they can perform that role to the best, to their best capacity, right? And there is no confusion or there is no lack of anything, right? And now you'll ask me, but who are these people? Okay, where do I find them? Because I turn to my family, they are not exactly there for me all the time. My friends, I chill with more. We don't really, our talks are not oriented on success or progress. I don't really know who I can trust from my office or from my business. If these are the kind of thoughts that are running in your mind right now, then the answer lies exactly where you are right now. Where are you right now? Yeah, you're either watching me on YouTube, you're listening to an audio podcast of Success Gyan, right? I found my accountability my support system, my mastermind in a success Gyan room. That's where you meet like minded people. So, when you know that you want a support system for progress, for growth, if it's professional in nature, then you've got to find a group of people, like minded people, who are invested in the same cause. And then when you come together, you always base it on one question: what can I do for you? The question is, what can I do for you? Because if I can bring my entire army of knowledge, wisdom, experiences, resources to help you succeed, and you can do the same for each and every person in the mastermind or in the network, imagine how far and how high we can rise. So, like minded people in a learning environment is the best way to go. Yeah. Or if not in a learning environment, then having like minded people with one cause that drove you all there, and remembering, first being clear about what kind of support you need from them, finding the right people to fit those roles, getting clear about those roles with them, and then moving forward. So, creating, building a beautiful world of a support system for yourself, it's definitely not rocket science, but I assure you, it takes some time. So, if you don't already have these people in place, I suggest you get started. The sooner you start, the sooner you will get there. Do your due diligence, give it all you've got, and build such a solid network of people, a tribe, more than a family, right? Something, some energy that has your back and wants to see you fly. And then you watch where your life goes. God bless. I'm going to catch you on the next episode. I hope this has been useful as well. This is me, Prachi, signing off. Always, always, always be phenomenal.